There's a headline that is already dominating the headlines of YouTube videos, magazines, and shows. AI replaces, insert your job title here. AI replaced job A or replaced business C, so on and so forth. For some of you watching, that headline is already a reality. You've been made redundant. You've been replaced by a machine. And I'm here to tell you something you're probably not expecting to hear. Good. Now, I'm not being insensitive here or something. I'm just telling you that getting replaced by AI might be the single best thing that could have happened to your career, because it's non-negotiable biological imperative to evolve. It's a wake-up call from the universe. And in this video, I'm going to explain why it was your fault and how you can make sure it never ever happens again. Let's get the hardest part out of the way first. If you were replaced by AI, it is your fault. It's not the fault of technology, not the fault of the universe, not the fault by the government, not the fault of your boss, it's yours. You must take radical ownership of this, because it means you allowed your skills, your value to become a commodity. You need to understand what AI actually replaces. AI is not magic. It is a very powerful but ultimately stupid pattern recognition machine. It can only do tasks that have been done thousands if not millions of times before in the exact same way. It needs a massive library of past examples to learn from you. If your job consisted of executing a repeatable, predictable process day in and day out, you weren't just a professional, you were an organic algorithm. And a machine will always beat an algorithm and its own game. If you were just a copywriter, writing the same 500 basic product descriptions every week, AI can do that, and it can do it faster. If you were just a graphic designer, making simple social media posts from a template, AI can do that as well. In my last video, I told you that being a focused specialist is a trap, so make sure to watch that video as well here. Now, this is the end game of that trap. You made your job so simple, so repeatable, that you effectively wrote the instruction manual for your own replacement. But this isn't you. This isn't some digital apocalypse. This is just history repeating itself. 150 years ago, there were thousands of people employed as so-called lamplighters, walking down the streets at dusk to manually light the city lamps. When the electric light bulb was invented and networks were built, every single one of them was replaced. Now, was that a tragedy or was it actually progress? Businesses and economies will always seek efficiency. Jobs will always be replaced by better technology. This isn't a sign of doom, it's a sign that your country, that society as a whole, is evolving. To fight against that is to fight against gravity itself. It is a losing battle, so why would you do that? So what's the path forward? How do you become unreplaceable? You stop being a technician and you become a strategist. You stop being a doer of one simple task and you become a multi-skilled problem solver who understands the bigger picture. AI cannot replace a strategic marketing partner. Why is that? Because a strategic partner doesn't just execute on a task in a vacuum. They understand the entire bigger chain. They use their uniquely human empathy to understand a client's deepest fears and business goals. They use their uniquely human creativity to connect ideas and form a winning strategy. And of course, this is the key here, they use AI as a tool to execute their human-led strategy faster and better than anyone else. As a video producer and creative director myself, for my clients, I use AI every single day. It helps me edit faster. It helps me write better scripts. It helps me create social media clips in minutes, not hours. It makes me more valuable, not less valuable. My clients don't pay me to click buttons in a software. They pay me for my strategic vision, my creative taste, and my ability to solve their business problem of getting more customers. AI is my leverage. It is my tool. It is not my replacement. I am using it. It is not using me. So, if you've been replaced, your comeback plan is actually very simple. Not easy, but simple. First of all, take ownership. The victim mentality ends today. It happened. It's your responsibility to adapt. That's it. No more complaining, no more blaming technology. The power is back in your hands. Second, learn the tool, learn AI. Stop fearing AI and start learning it. It is not very hard. You just need to spend 10 hours on YouTube and the tools themselves, learning how to effectively use ChatGPT, Midjourney, and the specific AI tools that are distributed in your field. Just 10 hours. Trust me, and you will be much further ahead than most of your competition. And finally, stack your skills. As we've talked before, you must identify the adjacent problem. If you were a copywriter, don't just write copy anymore. You learn search engine optimization. You learn how to write copy that ranks on Google. If you were a, for example, designer, you learn about conversion rates and user experience. You learn how to make designs that don't just look good, but that actually sell. You become the strategic partner who understands the whole picture. That is your path to becoming unreplaceable. So, the AI hype is never going away. It is only going to accelerate, and you have a choice. You can be the lamplighter staying on the street on the corner complaining about the unfairness of the light bulb, or you can be the one who learns how electricity works and starts the electric company. The future doesn't care about your feelings. It only rewards those who adapt. Now, I want to hear from you. What is the one AI tool you are going to commit to learning this month? Declare it in the comments down below. So, thanks for watching. Now, go build something.